What's up, YouTube? Boy, who that comics was coming at you with the little old school hangout, man. This is an old school hangout. With used to do these a lot back in the day on Google Hangouts. If people remember those, uh, that was some fun times. So, decided to put one up, see if anybody wants to join. Sent about 10 emails out. Haven't heard anything back, so I just wanted to start this up. Wasn't going to stay on here long since we didn't get anybody to join. So I'll just go through my little spiel of what's going on. Been selling a lot of books. Out of a collection, actually really, really cheap. So I decided to go the eBay route because this, I guess, you get more eyes in short box and then on IG. So took a lot of pictures. So I'll be posting a lot of stuff on eBay. If people want to see those, just let me know. I'll probably share it on IG or something like that. But yeah, I was doing some crazy deals today. Literally had a slab that was like a $300 slab. I had it listed for $100. $100, man, $100. So decided to sell this bad boy. This is USA Comics #2. So I took some pictures of that one. There's a lot of stuff I decided to sell that I was keeping. Some better picture. This is a Hitler cover. Awesome back cover with Young Allies #1. But USA Comics #2 from 1941. Decided to sell that one. Actually, a lot cheaper than my boy Man Cave / Doc was telling me to list it for. Telling me like a range of listed for. So basically did like a lot less than what he was. He kind of gave me an idea. So I'm excited to sell that. What's up, Ben Compton's in the house? What's going on, Ben? So hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you had a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully everybody who else is watching this had a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your family time. I just realized I had an unboxing. I could go unboxing a little bit. Hopefully everybody enjoyed their family time. Even if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, I kind of view it as, spending time with your family. So hopefully you did that. If you didn't, I apologize. But hopefully you enjoyed your family. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, I decided to move a lot of books. I literally have probably about 10 to 15 slabs, probably like in the 15 range. I'm gonna be selling, doing super crazy deals again on probably on Sands' auction. I'll probably do some of those same slabs for that price, super cheap. Oh, we got a guest. This guy's probably hard working right now. That's all I'm gonna say, man. If you want your comic books back cracked, you want them things aligned, you want them things cleaned up, this man will clean a book for hours, even if it's all white already. The comic book chiropractor too. That's up, Dustin. What's going on?
What's up, man? Yup, I will too. I will clean the shit out of a book, boy.
Hey, what they don't realize, what I've been noticing, because since you've been like spending a lot of time cleaning books, I think CGCs have taken note and like given grade bumps when the books looks like more presentable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've noted they've never used to do that. It'd be like if you send a book in and it's like, oh, it's all beat to shit, and it comes back a 3.0. And you're like, oh, let me clean it up a little bit. You clean it up. You say, oh, it looks way better. Send it back in. Oh, it's a 3.0 still. You're like, what the hell? You're like, it doesn't even look the same. That's how they used to be, though. I'm like,
yeah,
should you? I've seen people send shit and you're like, man, it's not the same book.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
yeah, because I mean, the cleaning it up, getting all the surface grime, grime and dirt and build up and stuff like that off. I mean, it really does. It changes the presentability of the book. I mean, I think it should definitely be something that would give you a grade bump as much as, getting rid of a 4-inch non-color breaking crease. So yeah. That's good though. I mean, that's good. It's good that you've noticed that. It makes me feel better.
Yeah. I noticed it because I'm saying that because like I know you spend a lot of time cleaning it, and I've noticed that they look like they've done a little bit better as far as if something looks a little bit better, they've given the grade that it probably should get.
Right on.
Because presentation does mean a lot. I don't,
Oh
especially
yeah.
because in a slab, you can, half of the defects you can't even see.
Yeah.
And I know people have seen books. They'd be like putting two books the same grade next to each other, and you're like, how the hell is this the same grade as this one?
Right. Yep.
Like,
I can definitely attest to that for sure.
You're like, man. So, how was your Thanksgiving, man?
What's that?
I said, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was real good, man. How about you?
I was saying earlier, man, as long as I'm spending time with the family, I'm good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, no doubt. How was that boiled turkey, man?
Oh, that shit was good. I got a big, nice size. I took some home from my dad's house, but I ate probably half of it already.
Yeah, I've never done that before, so that was that looked like it would have been pretty good for sure.
Yeah, it's something that he said he wanted to try years ago. And when I say years ago, probably like 10 plus years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, because the first time he done it was way before my daughter was born, so that was like got to be over 10 years. He's like, oh man, I want to try something different. I want to put a turkey in a seafood pot and boil it. I was like, all right. All right.
I'm sure it had all that good Cajun seasoning on it too, huh?
Man, he didn't have to put anything. He just put the whatever. Like he got these little things like little, almost like little shot glass type things of crawfish boil.
Gotcha.
They have the seasoning, which he didn't use the seasoning. He might have injected. I don't even know if he injected the turkey, but I mean, all he did was basically put it in a pot, let it boil like for a long, long time, and when you pull it out, it literally falls off the bone.
I was gonna say good and tender, huh?
Yeah, it literally falls off the bone. So it's like it's something different if you don't want to eat just regular baked turkey or regular fried turkey. It's really good. I mean, it doesn't have that. A lot of people, if you tell people seafood boiled like type turkey, they're like, oh, it tastes like shrimp or something. I'm like, nah, it doesn't. It tastes like a turkey. It tastes like a turkey. They like a spicy turkey. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It tastes like a spicy
that sounds like
turkey.
It'd be good, man.
Like if you can't handle spice, then don't do it. But this time he actually didn't leave it in. That like usually when you boil in seafood, you let it soak for so long, and that gets a lot of more spices and stuff into it. And he didn't do it as long as he did in the past. So it's actually like if you don't like spicy food, like you should be able to handle it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like he did it like perfect this time. That's all I can say. It's like I literally that's why I was eating it so much because usually when it's too spicy, man, I can't. I'll tell you right now, I can't handle that much spice, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, I dig the spicy stuff, but not to the point like where it just doesn't taste good. Because at that point, I'm just like, well, why are you even eating it? Like, if it don't taste good, like, why are you even eating it?
Yeah, it gotta have a good flavor to it. What's up, Big O? Big O's in the house.
What's up?
Yeah, it gotta have the flavor. That's a lot of people I guess a lot of people worry about when they come down here to, I guess, eat food and stuff. Like they worry about the spice and taking the flavor away from the food, and it's actually the opposite. The spices actually add added flavor to the food. Now if somebody doesn't know what they're doing, then they're gonna overdo it. But
you end up with something wild maybe.
Yeah, and that's usually stuff like that is like people at their houses. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you don't have too many people at restaurants do that.
Yeah, I've only been down there one time. I went down to Delacroix to go fishing one time for a couple of days. That was as far as I got.
Oh, I got news about Yahweh City's coming down for New Orleans Fan Expo.
Okay. When's that?
Coming down? That's January. Let's see. January 6th through the 8th.
Okay.
6th through the 8th. What's up, VK?
About that.
What's up, VK? Yeah, because he'll drive. I'm gonna talk to my wife and see if got any rooms or what the rooms are looking at. Because she works at the hotel that literally in walking distance.
Oh, okay.
From the convention, so like you literally could walk straight right next door. So
that'd be sweet.
Yeah, so because last time he stayed pretty far away from it. But he drove, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, it'd be better. This is when you're staying like literally walking distance, so you can just park and be like, all right, let's you bring your comic, bring whatever, you just walk it over.
Yep. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, for sure. Instead of having, because then you're saving having to pay for parking and all that. Like,
Yeah, you
that's
just pay
always
for
a pain.
you basically just paying parking once at the hotel, and that's it. Because he had to pay for the convention parking and his hotel.
Yeah, that
That
definitely,
adds
like,
up.
that's two or three books right there you can't buy.
Yeah, that adds up. That adds up. But it was a good time last time he came out. I took him to so many different restaurants. He was like,
Oh yeah, that was when you guys met that couple that he was talking about, had all them crazy freaking books.
Yeah, and I guess what I've never heard back from that couple.
Oh really?
Yeah, I never heard back from that couple. Don't even know if they got their books back.
Dang.
Which is kind of could have happened, or it could be still waiting because
Yeah.
if you didn't fast track with CBCS, like stuff was like a year. So it's been about a year. So like it might be not even, might be getting close to getting the books back, but knowing them, they probably didn't fast track because they probably like somebody probably like, oh, you could pay a little extra and get it back.
Yeah.
And they're probably like, oh no, it's no rush. And you're like,
yeah, no rush.
yeah, I don't
6
know
months later.
I'll tell you, I don't know how people do it. And I always give props to like BLC because he has the more patience than me. But if I gotta pay it's really $13 when you talk about the discount. $13 to get my books back in 20 days compared to a year. I think I'm gonna pay the $13.
It's no question.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't. And, I mean, and I hate CBCS kind of proved that point. Even CGC, like they'll lose your stuff.
Oh yeah,
they'll lose it. They'll lose it for real. Like, I mean, currently, me and this guy got, if anybody knowing, we got books that they haven't even checked in yet, and they've been there for weeks. This is at CGC. This is CGC.
Yeah, I got books that were checked in at CGC October 17th last year that I haven't gotten back yet.
And like hearing your story and BLC, I would never not fast track.
Yeah, and see, I had sent it. I had submitted them at that time. I was letting the guy that owns my local comic shop submit for me because I didn't have an account, and he didn't fast track them. And I asked him to fast track them, but he didn't. And I mean, I've got like 7 or 8 books that have just been sitting. Like I don't even know if they've. I mean, they could have lost these damn books by now. And it sucks because there was a couple of them in there. Like I had a Marvel Spotlight #6 in there. And I bought that book for $5 like 2 or 3 years ago. And it's like 9.0 or better. And I mean, that book has done spiked and dropped over the last year. So like, I mean, I still want to get it back, but like I've already missed the opportunity to make money on it now. And then I had, I don't know if you've ever seen that Hot Wheels #6 Neil Adams cover with Santa Claus on it. He's like in a sleigh, like running these 2 people over. It's like super scary.
I've probably seen it before, but it's one of those, if it's scarce, I've probably seen it.
Yeah, it's a real scarce DC book, and it's all black. And I had a super high grade copy of that, and I mean, like finding high grade copies of that, like you just can't. And I think I ended up paying like $20 for that, and I just bought it because I noticed it was Neil Adams. I thought it was cool. I didn't realize it was like a super scarce book, but I've got that there. Fantastic Four 55, that Surfer and Thing cover. My Neil Adams Superman, was it 233, 231, something like that. I got a bunch of good stuff there, and it's just like I'm like, damn, man, I hope they ain't lost my stuff.
It's like I got some good stuff just waiting to be opened, but it's like I almost now I'm at a point. It's like I don't even want them to get to it so fast now because I got so much books that I'm trying to give away books and I can't give
right.
I can't give them away. Like it's crazy right now. It's like and this give people an idea what I'm talking about. I literally tried to sell a $300 plus slab for $100. Couldn't sell it.
Yeah. I was like, This crazy, dude. I've gotten to the point now where like I'm trying to not have I'm not trying to have more than like 5 or 6 books at a time that I'm trying to move because it's taking so long to move stuff and like
Yeah.
that can 3-4 months. That's a long time to have money tied up too. So
Yeah, and in those books I was trying to sell like today, I was trying to sell to this. Funny, the books I was trying to sell today, I didn't have a lot of money into any of them. I think the only one was that Golden Age book.
yeah,
But
and you
but
got one like sorry ass offer on
yeah,
that.
did you saw it like
It was over $1,000 under what you were asking, and you were
yeah.
already asking like what $800 under GPA
Yeah,
on it.
well, I talked to Man Cave, and I trust Man Cave more than anybody. And Man
Yeah.
Cave gave me a range of pricing, and I actually went $200 less than the price he told me.
Okay.
He told me 3,700, and I said, "Well, I'll do it at 3,500."
Yeah.
And but like you said, the guy gave, it was like $1,500 under with Man Cave more. I was like, dude, I said, man, I was like, it was. I don't mind offers, but people know when they're insulting you with the offer. It's like that's not. I ain't gonna lie. That's what they were doing to me tonight, and it kind of got me frustrated because when I got the $90 offer for the Yusaki Jimbo, and I was like, that's more than 50% off.
Yeah,
That's,
no,
like I'm talking more than 50% off people from the price I had it at.
yeah, which was already a real good deal. I mean, it had me thinking about it.
Everybody said I had good. Well, people who knew said I had good prices, but it was like Southern Comic Geek says, "Dusty, you got my books today?" There you go.
Oh, I didn't mean to show your. It was just my address on there. That's okay. But yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I got another person come and hang out. I guess talk shit. Mr. Nola Comics. So
I don't talk shit. I don't know what
I was about to say. Well, he can definitely do that. What's up, Nola?
He talks the best shit.
What's up, guys?
Hey, look! I'll show you a book. I know I didn't buy this book. I'm gonna tell you. Like, look at the people made a mistake and sent me this book, and I was just like, I don't know anything about this book. Walt Disney book. It's a Golden Age book from 1947, but I don't know nothing about it.
What does it look like? Is it pretty decent condition?
It's nice. It's decent. It's like a little above mid grade. It's right here.
Yeah, I saw you put it up. I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. I just saw it there. I said maybe this will sell, and I was like, I don't know. But it's actually a pretty cool book. I actually went to the comic shop today, and I didn't buy anything for myself. Bought like 3 things for my daughter to read because they were doing like 15% off kids stuff.
Okay.
So she bought like a couple of like 3 books that she could read. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna be done buying books for a while.
Man, I freaking I had 2 big come ups today.
I thought I sent you the invite, Jeff. I basically sent it to everybody. You know, you send like the invite. I sent like 10 people invites, and I might have missed Jeff. I'll send it to you, Jeff. You know who I might have sent it to? Jeffrey Comic Con. So I sent it to
okay.
Jeff. Because I clicked the J. You click the J, and I just click enter. I just noticed he was on top and Jeff was underneath.
I just sent a bunch of books off for Jeffrey like 2 weeks ago. He had a bunch of stuff, a bunch of Hulk. Who would have guessed?
Yeah, I know he bought some Hulk and Wolverine from me. Oh, you talking about Jeffrey? Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Jeff. Yeah, Jeffrey. That's all he does is freaking. What's up, Mr.
Hey
Silver?
guys, what's happening?
Nothing. Hanging out. The old school hangout. I thought this would be pretty fun to do for a few hours.
Yeah.
You just chat, talk about anything, basically. No agenda. This was basically what, like, before all these other shows popped up. This is basically what everybody used to do back in the day. It was no agenda, no trying to be comic book famous on YouTube.
No, yeah, I don't.
Oh,
This
wait,
one.
hold on. This doesn't add to my comic book famous on YouTube? I'm out.
No, it doesn't, because you have your Cash App on there, and I haven't heard one bing. If I'd have heard a bing, I'd be like, that is adding to it. I'm just too lazy to take mine off from auction, so I don't want to put it back. The only time I take this off is for the hunt. Oh man!
Just got Who Dat's last book finished up.
Yeah,
I just sent everything out today, Who Dat, so.
Oh, okay.
You'll get your 3. Noah, you'll get yours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't forget mine.
Stop selling 266s, goddammit.
I got 3. No, I got 2 more now.
I think I got 3 from you so far.
Yeah.
If I didn't have like 3 when you saw it, I would have bid. Oh, look at that. That's probably
Just got that in today.
You got that from Tone?
Mm-hmm. He threw this in too. I was like, Namor's packing some heavy artillery, bro. Like, I appreciate it.
Hey, that one actually, when you look at the whatever that is on its arms, those could actually be made into like have water, like carry water with them. So I'm ever since that happened, and I'm always looking at stuff to what could be used.
Yeah.
For next go around or something.
Yeah, those freaking water grenade things. Sweet. Yeah. That's what mine's gonna be here in about a month. Actually, I'm fixed to pull it out and inspect it.
Yeah,
I checked the pic. He sent me some good pictures.
Roman said we hanging out now. Roman, if you want to hang out, I'll see you the invite. I didn't say like I didn't know what you was doing. I know you probably dealing with a lot, so let me know, Roman.
I can't believe nobody bid against me on this book.
I can't believe you won that lot that on the sale.
That was just stupid.
And I was like, it's taking that long.
I wasn't going to, and because. Well, when he put up the Jonah Hex 1 and I saw 9.0, I was like, man, I know this guy kind of undergrades. And I was like, $100.
We all undergrade, I have to say.
Yeah.
Anytime we're on that thing, we all undergrade. Yeah.
So I was like, $100. I was like, I was looking at that book today. I looked at like 4 copies that weren't that nice. And I was considering buying them at like 75 and 80. And I was like, for $100, man, that's not bad. And I talked myself out of it. And then he added 3 more books with it. And I was like,
for free, basically.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, $75 for all 4 of them. I was like, yeah, I got to do it.
Because one was $100 book and the other was Owens. I was like, okay. I was trying to do that type of stuff and nobody wanted to buy it.
So I don't know, dude. People are crazy right now.
Look at this. Omega Man. I ain't buying nothing. I want to get that book, but I ain't even worried about that book.
Oh, dude, I found a copy on eBay. Dude had it listed as a VF copy. Paid $75 for it. It's a no doubt 9.8. I couldn't believe that I got that for $75.
Yeah, this one is super clean. I'm actually probably one of the books I'll get once I get all my shit together that I'm probably going to send down to you.
Put her at.
Yeah, we might have a shot on this Submariner here. He's got a tiny bit of color rub, but we just got to get the right guy.
Yeah, because it all depends on the person for the color up.
Yeah.
I say more times out of not, though, you do good with it, though. Yeah.
I had never seen this book until Russell put me onto it. He was like, man, I know you love Submariners. Did you ever seen this one? I was like, I mean, it's been what, 2 years I've been trying to get this book?
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been what's so funny? It's been so long that when I showed it, nobody else had it. And now we got three people I know who have it.
Yeah, dude, that shit is just too cool.
So Russell gets in the group chat one day and he's like, hey, this book's on Shortbox for like some ridiculous amount. And I'm like, oh yeah? Come back.
I think I shared it in our group chat and I shared it in the hunt chat which he has access to. And I was like, y'all can go get it. I'm trying to not look at it. It was at a stupid price. It was like
It was. I remember when you did.
It was
I
200
remember
bucks.
when you priced that
It was
when you put it in
$200,
there.
huh?
Yeah, like between 200 and 225. I mean,
Yeah, I think it was.
Because it was going for like 600 and a 9.8 at once.
yeah, everything's down now though.
Yeah, I'm glad I waited on it.
Dude, I can't believe I got a 9.8 on that fucking Platinum Spider-Man.
Did you hear the story? Did you watch my video talking about the story behind how Tom McFarlane is doing the Sid signings?
No.
It's freaking stupid. So I call him up because I was talking to Dustin, and we were like, "Man, what the fuck are our books are not showing up?" So I was like, so I call him up and I said, "What's going on?" Like Tom McFarlane's deadline was like, like freaking a week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
It's like, man, you haven't opened any of the boxes, and they're like, "Oh yeah, so how we're doing the signing for Tom McFarlane? We're basically like we're doing like multiple different signings." I was like, "Huh?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." So like we did an early signing with him at a convention, must have been New York Comic Con, and he signed some of the books at the convention. And I said, "Oh, that makes sense because I got a buddy of mine who literally got his book back on the deadline day."
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we were trying to figure out how that was possible. And she was like, "Yeah, so we're doing like," and I was like, "So you brought people books to a convention to get signed, and you didn't tell the people that you were transporting their goods from a secure location to an unsecure location?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "Wow!" So that's what they're actually doing, and I couldn't believe she told me this because, it's like I know I'm not Tom, Comic Tom with Jim Mint, but this is actually some big news. I'm surprised nobody else just stole and run with it. But I was told this on the phone. I mean, and they recorded the conversation.
I planned to.
Yeah, so they record the conversation, so they can't say, "Oh, we didn't say that." No, that shit's recorded. But they said they're doing multiple different signs, so I might not even get my book back till next year sometime.
Dang. Yeah, we had a buddy of ours, me and some buddies of mine that live out here close to me, and dude sent in, I don't know what the book is, but apparently the front and back cover, like the whole book, the wrap is made of wood. Okay. And they gave him a 9.6 and said that it was creased in the notes. With the same submission, my man sent in, and when I say metal cover, it's not like the regular metal covers that you see all the time. Like it's full-blown front and back metal cover. 9.6 with spine ticks.
In a metal book.
Huh? I'm like,
I don't even have nothing to say on that one. Yeah, hey, I got one even better. If any of you guys follow Elite Comics 11, you're gonna know what I'm talking about when I mention it. They've sold a couple of these books before. 9/8 of burned books. Like they do the art, they burn it. They burn.
Oh
the
yeah,
art.
yeah.
They got 9/8.
Yeah, he gets them on those all the time. Because I mean they basically so I found the guy. His name's Randy, and I had found him like 2 years ago. He was trying to sell his stuff on a Facebook group, and I'm like, what in the hell is this? So I hit him up, and we were talking, and he started showing me what he does and everything. And like the dude's art is incredible. I mean, he does homage covers, and I mean like it'll be down to the very last detail. And I don't know how he's able to do this stuff, but his Instagram is Legal Burning, and he had to go into CGC, bring some of his work in, and show them, the inside of the cover and everything. Like it's not going through the cover or anything like that. He's just ever so slightly burning the outside of the cover to the point where it's literally they look at it as being no different than basically somebody doing a sketch on a blank or something. But now I've seen people that have tried to replicate what he does, and like you open the book up and it's like the whole inside's like jacked. And but this dude he's a pro at it, and
he probably does.
Man,
he got some kind of technique or something he does that he's not telling people. And that's what he is. And once somebody figures it out, then it's ball game. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get one of his covers for a minute. I just hadn't had the money all at one time to get one. But he did a Jack Kirby one time, and I mean, like, the detail on the thing was just incredible, just nuts.
I just can't see myself paying whatever thousands of dollars like he sells them for, because it's always like over $1,000.
Yeah, I think to get like a commission from him with the getting it graded and everything, I think it comes out to like $800. But that's if you commission it, to him. But yeah, I'm sure they sell for more once they go second market. What's he got?
I'm gonna crack this out and send it into CGC.
Mm-hmm.
Crack what out? Sorry, I missed it. Oh yeah.
I've looked this book over and over and don't see it.
All right. All your paperwork is finalized and all your books are done.
The CBCS thing is no special paperwork. I noticed they say they submit and they take the percentage off, which is, I was like, I don't know how they're gonna do that. So
okay, so still use the one you sent me then?
Yeah, you could just use the one.
Do you mean to write anything on there?
You could write you could write the Black Friday deal, whatever. I don't even know if it has a name of it, but it says
okay.
It says Black Friday, Cyber Monday savings. I guess you can write that on it. That's what it says. Black Friday, Cyber Monday savings, and then it says up to 33% off Express tier grading, which I use Express tier grading for all of them. Oh, look at this guy. This guy, this guy must have came from Muscle Beach, man. Look at this. Look at this guy here. Watch. Look at this guy here.
It's not my fault. It's warm here in California.
It was actually warm here today compared to last week. It was
Yeah,
like 70. It was like in the 70s today.
yeah, that's warm for this time of the year.
But it rained all day though. It rained all day, but last week
it rained here all day too.
Yeah,
it was freezing. The last 2 days were pretty miserable because it rained a little bit yesterday, then it rained all day today. And oh man, so what's going on, Dan? How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing double duty tonight. I was on with Big early on today, and so now I'm on with you guys.
Yeah, I couldn't make it because I had that sale with Elite. Spending some time with my daughter. I actually brought her to the comic shop to buy some books.
Yeah,
so they're doing like 15% off. So she bought some books that she could read.
Okay,
So
nice.
I didn't really buy myself anything. I was looking at stuff, but I need to sell stuff. In my mind, I gotta sell stuff before I can buy other stuff. So,
Well, let me ask you a question about that, because somebody asked me. In fact, Ian wanted me, him and Efren wanted me to be on their show a couple weeks from now to sell stuff. Is it now kind of a tough time to sell?
it depends. It depends. It really depends on the day, the people. It could be the time of day. It really depends. It was so funny is I had a tough time today, but last week when I sold with Elite Comics 11, I sold a ton of crap. So it just depends, man. It really just depends. Like the people who normally buy from me weren't in that sale. I noticed.
Okay.
Last few times I've been on, it hasn't been very tough at all. But you have to be willing to. I mean,
You got to bend.
yeah,
Yeah.
quite a bit.
And
Sometimes all the way over.
Yeah. And you know what I've noticed too is like if your book has been selling for $500, so you're like, all right, I'm not going to price it at $500, so let me price it at like $450. That's a good discount. That's over 10% off.
Mm-hmm.
People see that, and then they offer you even less than what the discount you already gave you. You're like,
But then they'll claim something that's priced over the selling price that you've been seeing. They just claim that straight up.
yeah. So it's you never really know. Honestly, in this time frame, I never know. I know beforehand, like when the market was crazy, people were just buying, claiming anything.
I guess the thought is that, the recession won't last forever. 2-3 years from now, things hopefully will start getting back on track. And then you regret selling something that's far more expensive. I know it's long term, 2 to 3
Mhm.
years down the road, and you say, "Damn it, I wish I would have kept it until then." And in my particular case, I've kept up here in my collection for decades. So
Mhm.
ever since it came off the shelf in the '80s, I still have it. So I don't. I'm a man with patience regarding comics. I don't have to sell today.
Yeah, that's. I don't. If you buy to me, if you buy everything at the right price, it really doesn't. You can always be patient for everything. But it's just been weird. Today was a weird day. That's all I can say. Today was a weird day. I didn't watch any of the other sales. I didn't watch. I only was popped in of I think TiVo. I think Laws of Lombas doing an auction. I kind of popped
Yeah.
in for a second. It looked like they were doing the one auction I saw looked like they were doing well. So I mean, but
JB
it's
is
still.
killing me with the price on that
No.
that Marvel Spotlight.
Do you,
But
Russell? Do you take advantage of Christmas is coming up? People buying before the holiday, or is that a mixed bag too?
well, this year might be different. I don't know. This year might be different. Last year people were spending money because everybody was home still.
Yeah, it's true.
And right now it's kind of weird. The reason why I say it's kind of weird is because it's only like one field. Well, it's only one field of jobs that are struggling and actually losing jobs is actually a tech field. Every other job is actually shorthanded. You ask any first responder, doctor, nurse, police officer, any of those type of fields, they're all shorthanded. They're all shorthanded. Teachers, you go to teachers, that field, they're all shorthanded. So it's like there's tons of jobs in certain fields. It's just those kind of tech jobs are kind of going away. But I don't know. I don't know what to say about the Christmas. What's up, El Comic Box?
Ooh, nice.
This is stuff Southern Comic Geek sent me to work on.
You know what? I have some. I got some magazine books. Let me see. Hold on. You know what I'm gonna do right there. Make you kind of.
I like
big so you can
that.
see.
That right
You can
there is
see.
cool. So he collects like any version of 181 that you can find. Like I know Jace is all about it, so we got.
Yeah.
I don't think,
Well, I know he
I don't even know
collect.
what
Not
that
just
one
that.
is.
I know he likes a lot of foreign books.
Yeah. So
Like,
I don't know what.
I know. Yeah.
I don't know where this one's from. La Masa, Monday Comics.
Spain or Mexico, one or two.
Yeah, probably.
I'm surprised
And
he
we-
didn't try to buy my my Japanese I think Japanese Spawn.
Well, this is wild. Looks like Wolverine's not even wearing pants.
That's the Mexican version. Trust me.
He's just rocking a onesie with the white claws, bro. Look at Wendigo.
Like a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a wrestler. Oh my
That's
god.
Hulk looks
great.
good though. Hulk looks way better on this cover
Yes.
than he does on this one.
Yeah. His head is kind of, he's got a small head on that one.
Yeah.
And it's leaned back. His neck is back.
Yes, no neck and a tiny head.
That's
a mouth full of teeth.
That is definitely Herb. Oh, that's Herb Trimp. Herb Trimp always had big teeth for the Hulk.
I think he said this one's signed on the inside by, I don't know if it was Eastman or Laird or both, but
they're gonna notate it and basically
verify.
It's so funny to basically verify the signatures for those, and then like you can verify those, but you can't verify other stuff. Stop it.
Right. And this is the one I'm excited to work on if I can. I told him to send it to me because it looked really, really bad. I told him to send it to me, and I would look it over and see if I thought. Told him that if I felt like it would probably be too risky to work on it, like it could end up making the book worse, with the chance of tearing or anything like that, then I wouldn't mess with it. But yeah, I'm excited to get this guy out and look at it for sure.
Oh, there you go.
This,
I mean,
this
at the least, you might be able to clean it up. You might not be able to press it.
Yeah. So Yeah, it's probably the biggest book so far that I've worked on, so I'm excited about that. I mean, I've done a couple of 181s. I've done a bunch of Ultimate Fallout 4s, and first, I've probably done more of the Edge of Spider-Verse 2 than any other book. But yeah, this one I'm excited about for sure. And it was, so this is what we saw. This is what we had. He cracked it out. Restoration includes small amount of color touch on cover, tape on interior cover and interior. So, and you can see it's got like old tape that is just like falling apart. And,
Where's the color touch, though?
bro, I don't even know how. I'm gonna have to see if I can find it. But
you got to get a black light and see if you can find
it. Yeah. Because I'm like, who would color touch this? Like, what good would it even do?
Because if it's tiny enough, he should just get you to cut that little piece out. You know what I mean? Because the grade probably would stay the same. It actually might go up.
You know, that book is so old though. That book is so old though. If it was color touch up, it was decades ago. I don't think that's a recent touch up.
No. Yeah, but like Russ said, you know, your best bet, you know, if it'll scrape off, you know, if you can just scrape it off, then, you know, that'd probably be your best bet. But
you've got to have nerve. But Justin, you've got to have nerves of steel to do that. I wouldn't even dare touch something like that because I love the book too much. Yeah, there you go. So I couldn't do that.
But look, the grade had already. The only reason I said I would be easy to work on that because it already was a 1.5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at worst, you're gonna either stay the same or might be better because of you were removing
it.
But you know, and then he's gonna clean it up and make it look even better. So.
Yeah.
What's up, Spider Girl? 69 is in the house. Appreciate it.
Fine. It's just, it's beat.
Yeah, it's beat up.
It's like there's a little piece and it's missing a piece. There's a little piece and it's missing a piece. And the tape's just barely holding it.
But as a huge Hulk fan, that's a grail, the first Green Hulk.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Love
I'd love
to have
this,
that.
man.
Oh,
it's awesome. I never realized how big this book was. Like, it used to be bigger than a normal Silver Age.
I'll tell you like this. It used to be really cheap.
Yes.
And I guess it's not really much bigger than a regular Silver Age. It just seemed like it to me, I guess. But
it used to be like under $1,000 for like a mid-grade copy.
And and I wish I would have grabbed one.
Yeah, I wish I would have upgraded mine and before it all, because that's one book hadn't gone down. A few books, you know, some books hadn't gone down much, if any.
Yeah.
But that's one of them. But to this thing. Yeah,
Well, my Tales of Suspense 39 was up at my 2.0. The most it went to about a year ago was just over 10,000. Now it's dropped to be about 8. Now would I sell it for 8? No, because that's something you just hang on to because you know it's going to go up at some point.
Yeah, and even if you would have sold it at 10, it would have been hard for you to even find another one when it dropped down to 8.
True. That's very true.
So
the guy that taught me how to do all this pressing and cleaning and stuff, he bumped a 3.0 Tales of Suspense 39 to a 5.5 or 6.0.
Wow.
Like crazy shit, man. He took a so this is a crazy story. He took a Tomb of Dracula 10. That's the first blade, right? 10?
Yeah.
So it was a 9.0, and he took it to what he thought was going to hit a 9.8. Like he had no doubt it was hitting a 9.8. It hit a 9.6, and he was pissed. And it was for a buddy of ours, and that guy ended up selling it to Red Hood. Not Red Hood, the presser, but the guy that sells all the books and stuff, the big seller.
Mm-hmm.
And so at San Diego Comic-Con this year, the guy he pressed it for that sold it to Red Hood was at San Diego. And I was actually at their shop, at my buddy's shop, when he called him. He was like, "Hey, dude, you ain't going to believe this." He's like, Red Hood cracked that Tomb of Dracula. He didn't press it. He didn't clean it. Nothing. He sent it straight in, and it came back a 9.8. Now, I don't know about y'all. That's an expensive book.
Yeah.
Well,
if I'm going to have the stones to crack that thing at a 9.6, there's no way I'm not at least gonna have it pressed, just for a matter of fact, just to make
Well,
sure.
I don't think I know about Red Hood. He has the stones to do a lot of crazy shit. that dude is freaking. Oh my god! Like some of the stuff he does and sells, and I'll tell you like this though. Like if you buy a raw book from him, 99% of the time it's going to grade higher than what he gives you to grade. I've never seen one book come lower. They either come, the worst I've seen it come is exactly what he told you. That's the worst.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That's the worst. Like I bought a Green Lantern, was it 76 or whatever one is first Guy Gardner. So I bought that from him. He graded it a 6.5 and it pressed and cleaned to a 7.5.
Wow.
Nice.
So that's a big difference as far as price wise.
Is this volume 2?
That's volume 4, actually, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw this today. I'd never seen it. Issue 17. I mean,
you want something funny about issue 17? That's actually hard to get issue 17. Like you can get issue 16 and issue 18, but like for some reason, 17's hard. I don't even think I have a 17. I think that's one of the ones I'm missing. I have one through
clean as hell too, dude.
Let me see. I'm gonna actually tell you what run that is. Yeah, that's volume 4, 2001 Mirage run.
Yeah, this issue says August 2004 on it. So,
I mean, I'm guessing because it had under 5,000 orders. Maybe,
wow.
But the issue 18 had under 5,000. Well, had under those, and that's not as expensive and not as hard to find. But
yeah, I think I got this for $20.
Yeah, I have all of them. I want to say I have 1 through. I'm missing 17, but I have 1 through 28.
Oh, okay.
1 through 28. Yeah, but once you get past 28, that 29, 30, 31, 32.
Russell, how big is your collection, by the way, offhand? I mean, I guess you have 2. You have your PC and you have the stuff that you're going to sell. So,
well, I actually have 3 different ones because I have my PC, my daughter's books, and the stuff I want to sell. So, but it's actually a lot. Because I did a little bit of showing the books that I bought for her. I was like, damn, she got almost more books than me. I was like, I don't say it's pretty nice. Like, if you talk about raw books and graded books, I got a hallway closet halfway full of raw books. I got like 6 short boxes in there, plus some of my magazines books in there. So I got that full. I got.
Because I've got about 30 short boxes, including the hard plastic ones. That's what the extent of my collection.
I probably got about because I'm gonna count the CGC stuff that I don't have in boxes. I probably would say it'd probably be like 30 short boxes, but there'll be the CGC short boxes too. I'm including all that together.
Right. Okay.
It's a nice size. I mean, probably more than that, but. Because the CGC books take up a lot of space.
They do. That's
probably somewhere between 7,000 and 8,000 books.
Yeah, I got a lot of books, really.
I mean, a short box contains what, about 100 per box? Off, raw books.
Oh, I know it's
150.
Okay.
I would say I know it's over 100 because I got my TMNT Volume 1 running, and that takes about half the short box. And that's only 62 bucks? Yeah, 62 bucks.
Yep.
Oh, what's up, Biggie? I didn't even see you in there. What's up, Biggie? I wasn't even looking at the
Hey, Biggie. Had fun on your show, my friend. Thank you, sir.
Said he has 12 long boxes and 16 short boxes. Damn.
All right. Dustin, you want to see some stuff that might be coming your way?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
One of my favorites.
Oh yeah.
Is it nicer than my 7.5? I want to agree.
No.
Russell already trying to get it.
I just bought one of those first abominations from Swagaloss at his claim sale a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, I saw he had it for a good price.
Yeah. All the stuff was priced really nice.
Abomination is actually really under.
Marvel Tales. All right.
And I didn't think the She-Hulk series did the Abomination many favors.
No, I like the actor playing him still.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there, dude.
Yeah.
Send it.
Ooh.
These just because they are
Oh,
high
yeah.
grade.
I do have that.
Oh yeah.
That's nice. I've got a few of those.
Oh, here's a Black Friday deal. Ultimate Fallout 4 first print, $1,600. Remember that was a $3,000 book.
Yeah, not long ago.
Yeah.
That's a Michael Turner.
Yep.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
Yeah, that,
Which one is that?
That's the Comics Pro.
That's
Okay.
the volume 2. I think the volume 2, like it's volume 2 run. Still super hard to get, but it's a volume 2 run. Silk.
Yep, that's a good one. That's to send right now. I like that
Silk.
cover. I've always thought that was cool. Yeah, that Silk's a good one to send right now. Oh, love that book. Newsstand. That thing goes hard as a newsstand. Who would have thought? Ooh, the Pressman.
Yeah, make sure you press that
This
metal
is-
cover pretty good.
This is just to get submitted with the rest.
Okay, I was about to say. We'll see.
Cold press.
You know.
Cold press. Cold press.
Yeah, I was like, we could probably put some heat on the back.
There you go.
World Girl, Newsstand.
But look, that metal one he showed you, that's actually harder to get than the other metal one.
That's a killer cover.
Yeah, by the way, like who that's saying, so everyone sees this and thinks it's the convention exclusive.
It's not.
It's not.
Okay.
It's something completely different. Aftershock just releases a few of these whenever they feel like it. So
I wonder if that's the one they had on their table at Heroes
Yes.
Convention.
yes, it is.
Well,
100%.
damn. I should have bought one.
100%. I went down such a rabbit hole trying to figure out what the fuck this book was.
I think we were doing a chat like this last time.
I literally talked to the guy who does the metal covers for these. I've hunted him down just so I could talk to him and ask him. Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I almost picked one up, but I decided not to. I love that one.
Hold on. Take a look at this shit for a fucking news story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's clean, dude.
Yeah, that's
Looks like a contender. Newsstand Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm.
could have been Hoodats, but he was nice enough not to buy it. You saw this one. A Wolvie.
That's one I haven't messed with, is that Wolverine. Nobody sent me one of them. Yeah, I just did one of those for Russell. That thing is going to go very well.
Yeah, he kept trying to sell that one to me. First
That's
tag.
nice.
No, I was trying to say you had a 9-2 I had.
Oh, okay.
That one that I just sent off for him, that thing's like,
I want to buy that
And,
book in a 9.8, so that's what I'm like.
Just picked up a couple from Mr. Jeffrey there, so there'll probably be a couple of those too. And
Hell
then I gotta
yeah.
stop buying shit so I can get them sent in.
I'm curious to know what magic he did on my. He feels I did some magic on your Gambit. So I can't. That's one book I'm excited to see.
You never know, man.
I'm very curious to see that one, and then I want to see what CDC does with not CDC but CBCS with the other books.
Yeah. that Justice League, the back cover was just dented all the hell. I got it all out, but I was just like, dang. For the front to be like, front was absolutely spotless. Like I couldn't pick nothing up. And then I flipped it over and I was like, well, hell, how did that happen?
Well, you know what that reminds me of the Champions one that you pressed for me. You know the Champions one, the front was like clean, and then you flip it over, it had looked like somebody, I don't know, look what the hell happened to the back of it, but you pressed the shit out, it came back at 9.8.
Yeah.
Hey, Dustin, have you got to a book that has mold on it so far?
Yeah, it's actually sitting right here beside me.
Okay, I asked because I've got one of my Silver Surfer 4s it's a pretty book. It's really complete. The spine is in great shape because it's a square bound, but it's got mold. The mold spores are dead, but it's still there, and I haven't found anyone to figure out what to do with it.
Yeah, we're gonna be working on this one this weekend, and then I'm sending it off to get graded. It's gonna be back pretty quickly too. So we've already sent test books in to make sure that what we're doing is not something that's going to get picked up with restoration or anything like that. Just because, see, the thing with CGC is, and it's like I was telling Russell, they hit him with restoration on the X-Men 3, and they don't know what was done to that book. And they don't have to know what was done to the book. All they have to do is, this don't pass the sniff test. Something was done. And they're going to hit you with a purple label. Like, whether it's something that, you know, is chemically restoring or light or anything like that, they might not be able to tell what it is, but they're going to say, no, something happened to this. Like, somebody did something. So we sent several test books in over the past few months, and everything has come back blue label. So now we're going to actually start sending some actual good books in. Like this book right here is a monster. So
what I found out is you can't overdo it. And the technique he's talking about, which I think mine got a little overdone.
Yeah, it's got to look natural.
Yeah. So,
but isn't the first thing you have to do is make certain the mold spores are dead? Because I mean, I've heard more than once that if you have a book with mold in it, you keep it away from everything in your collection.
Yeah. I don't know, because what we're gonna do, I mean, there will be no mold left.
How do you get rid of it, or is that a trade secret?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's not.
All right.
It's not really a trade secret. You just don't want to say it live. So
but there is a method. There is a method.
Yeah, because it's not my stuff. It's not my secret. You know, I got a guy that I was lucky enough to run into and meet at Huntsville Comic-Con last year, and dude just for no reason at all. I mean, didn't know me from Adam off the street. Just found out we live close by to each other, and I mean, him and his family and his brother, I mean, they just welcomed me into their group, and like we've known each other for years. And you know, he set me up, taught me how to do the pressing and cleaning, and I mean, the dude is just a magical wizard with this stuff. And then he's been working on the stuff that we're going to be doing on this book this weekend for a long time now. And I mean, this dude goes, he breaks down the science of it like nobody I've ever seen. I mean, it's ridiculous, the testing and stuff he does. And I feel bad sometimes because like he loves doing it, but he goes through all this trouble and all this work, and he just turns around and just hands it to me. This is what you need. This is the process. Practice, do it. That's all you got to do. And so he'll teach me and his nephew and his brother. And he'll be like, you know, I just figured this out. Been testing on it for 6 months. Nobody knew about him doing it or anything. And he's just like, it worked and it takes care of this issue. Here you go. Okay. So I try not to like say anything about anything he's teaching me, just because I'm like, this dude has spent so much time, right. You know, doing this. I mean, I don't want to just go like throwing his stuff out there. It's not me like trying to be like, oh, I don't want anybody to know what I'm doing or doing something like sketchy or anything. I just, you know, he puts a lot of hard work into that stuff and just hands it to me, and I feel bad about it. But I take care of him when I see opportunities to. But But yeah, that's all it is. I just, it's stuff that he's worked on so much. I just didn't want to throw it out there. But I'll definitely let you know how it goes with this book.
Okay.
And yeah, man, if everything's still solid, then yeah, we'll definitely take a look at it for you.
Because obviously a caliber of Surfer 4 is worth putting some money into.
Yeah. And I mean, worst case scenario, the book just gets lost somewhere and you just have to get over it and don't worry about it if I end up with one later on down the road that look just like yours.
Just for the record, I'm ugly when I cry. So just, want to throw that out.
Man, I saw a 7.5 sale today on Elite Comics 11 that almost made me throw up because I was like, I would have bought that if I had a little bit of extra cash laying around. Because it was like under $1,500 for a 7.5. And
for Surfer 4?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cheap.
It made me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
I was disgusted. I was like, no, it should have been me.
Jeffrey, is that an X-Men 64 buried underneath all of that other crap?
Yeah.
I'll take the crap. You can have the X-Men 64.
I was about to say, his definition of crap may be used a little loosely here. I don't know. We'll have to see what we got going on, but I see a First Brother Voodoo there.
Big pile of dollar books, right? Sure. I'll give you $10 for the lot.
It was a tight definition of crap. I meant every word.
Actually, no, this is 118.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Ooh, you was a little late getting this one in, guy. You missed the mark by about 5 months.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that the Wolverine I just got from you, Jeff?
I was, that was one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I was being ambitious on the last auction I was on Sands. I told the chat if they got 150 people. 150. Now I was that again being ambitious.
What kind of shape is that Journey into Mystery 106?
This is 100.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Looks 100. What kind of shape's it in?
Probably a 3.
Okay. I always love those.
Yeah, I was being very ambitious. I was saying, you guys get 150 people in here, and I can find it.
Still want that Punisher.
Yeah. I said I was going to start a ASM 129 off at $1.
Wow.
If they got 150 people in the room.
Was it for like volume 2? That's what you should have done.
No.
You should have said, I didn't say which volume.
No, man, I was ready to put it up too. Yeah, right here.
Nice.
It's probably a 7 to 7.5.
I don't know why I have always made a habit of buying several of the same book. I've got maybe 6 or 7 of those Submariner 8s.
Yeah,
That's one I've been strategically waiting on the right copy for. Like tonight, I saw a guy put one up. I think he said it was like a 7.5 or an 8.0, and he had it for like $275 or something. And I was like, I'm gonna hold off a little longer, see if it drops some more. But it's got like 2 of my absolute favorite characters on the cover, so it's like I definitely gotta have.
Just get the JCPenney reprint.
Yeah.
Well, like the Bill Murray spec Hulk 156. I've got maybe 6 or 7 of those as well. Just I don't know why I developed that habit years ago, but on issues like that, I'm glad I did.
Yeah. I mean, that Submariner 8, that's such a good cover.
Then I told them if they got 300 in, I'd start that at $1.
Ooh, yeah. Jeez.
Ooh-wee.
I probably should have saved up for that. I do have the 180, but not the 181.
Yeah.
With the stamp. Does have the stamp in it.
I knew I was pretty safe, but of course, I want to give it a shot. See if we can actually get a little more exposure.
Little known
Jack-
fact. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Justin.
Go ahead, man.
I was just going to say little known fact about that sub 8. That's the first Silver Age appearance of Betty Dean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, from the Golden Age.
One of my favorites.
The living
Oh.
collector.
Oh, okay.
Biggie, I emailed you an invite. I don't know. That's all how you get the invites.
Man, this is a pretty cover. I've never seen this before.
No, I've never seen that either.
David Mack,
Yeah.
Daredevil 11. This dude's got 3 of these in this box. So he must love it. Joe Quesada and David Mack.
Another one of my favorites.
This thing is like a peach.
Isn't this one the first? I usually put my cheat stuff on the back,
I do that too.
but
I love that Hulk run.
what was it? What was the Incredible Hulk where they changed characters from Bruce Banner to?
It was a few issues before that, if I remember correctly.
The Oriental guy, or
I don't remember offhand.
yeah, I didn't know if that must not be his first then.
It might be. Don't quote me on that one. It might be. God, I remember the storyline when I bought it off the rack. That's nice. I have that. Chris Firelord.
Yeah, I like that one too. This is a cheap book, but I like the cover.
I've got that too. It was. It was not actually. It wasn't bad.
No,
I wasn't the biggest fan of Mr. Fix-It, the Gray Hulk. I
well,
I
I
don't
think
know.
I think in this issue is like changing back too, because he wasn't really Mr. Fix-It in this, because he was like reverting back to his original
I don't remember that.
kind of. Well, yeah. Here's 125.
Oh yeah,
That's probably a 3 too.
that's a classic.
Then I got the double auto on this one.
Yeah, excuse me. Getting the Chris Claremont X-Men is on the list now that the prices are coming down.
Yeah.
All I have right now is 137. That's it. I mean, it's a nice book to have, but you want to back up.
Dan, if you get interested in that, let me know.
Okay, you have some?
That's pretty much all I collect.
Oh, okay.
That's
See, it's who you know in this world.
the majority of my collection is 94 to 300.
Look at that. Who dat? Bringing people together.
Yeah. So I just wanted to show this off. I upgraded this book.
Nice. I
That's
don't
the
have that. I don't have that.
first appearance of Nomarita.
I've stored my comics for decades, and Submariner run, the Silver Age, which is now finally coming into its own.
There you go, Dan.
They were worth nothing. They weren't worth anything.
There you go, Dan. There's an
That's
extra
nice.
copy.
Okay, send it to my.
you don't
You got my address. Send it to me, please. I'll be expecting it next week.
You don't have it.
No, I
I don't
don't.
even know what
I don't.
honestly, I don't even. I bought this on a Black Friday sale, and I don't know what I paid for it. But hey, if you want to pay the shipping, and you can have it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I bought this from Reach Ride Comics. The only reason I know that because they put these little stickies, I guess, to keep track of the books, like little codes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought that from them.
That Submariner run has been underrated for the longest time, especially like the first 40 issues or so. Sal and John Buscema artwork, Roy Thomas stories, First Defenders, 34, 35.
Yeah, and they had a lot of first appearances, a lot of
Yes.
they all been undervalued for the longest, and like look, certain issues of them have been actually going up in price, even with the kind of down market. But that's because they were already so cheap, So it's like, oh, all right, Tiger Shark and a 9.0 is over $700 now, But when beforehand it was like $300 for 9.0.
Right.
It literally like doubled, but it's not going down because they're already so cheap.
Dude, that Iron Man Submariner has been criminally underrated for
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
It's
I have
just
one.
Finally starting to get some love. I mean, a book that predates Iron Man 1 and Submariner 1.
Yes.
And the cover is actually really good.
And a great cover. Yeah, weird.
It's crazy that Iron Man 1's popped off like it did just out of no freaking where.
I'm trying to remember. I had it once years and years ago. I don't think it was all that great of a story, to be honest with you. The Iron Man one.
Yeah, that's one that I haven't really seen it very often either. But I've not had that one. I had a chance for one because I was helping the guy at my shop look through a collection, and it had that in there, and it had Batman 189. And nice copies of each one. And those were both books that I've had on my want list. Like every year when we do our video, every year both of those books are on there, and I still don't have them. So I was like, cool, I've got dibs on these if you get the collection. And that was like 4 months ago. I thought he had the collection. I asked him about it last month, and he was like, oh no, we never got the collection. I was like, well, damn, man. I didn't know that. I would have maybe actively looked for the Iron Man at least, but it was nice.
I'm just catching up on my bagging and boarding, which I'm way behind on. Bought a bunch of Copper Age DC. Actually, I'm kind of liking these covers. I'm looking forward to reading them.
Okay.
Some pretty cool covers. I'll show them in just a minute.
What's up, Sands? What's going on, Sands?
Check that out, who dat?
Kobe, game worn, huh?
Game worn.
What? Hold up. What?
Yeah. Game worn Kobe. Hold up.
Game worn Kobe, and I got it for less than that. And now game worn stuff is like going crazy. So.
Well, I want to say almost. Well, Kobe definitely, but like game worn stuff from any player now is like way more than all the stuff that comes out now is what's it called? Is they say not game worn, it's just like worn or whatever. I don't know. Is that a black?
That's just chrome.
Oh, all right.
I mean, what's up with the game worn?
What do you mean? What's up with the game worn? I got it right here, Dustin. It's right here.
I'm saying, what do you like? What's the process of making it not right there anymore?
It's right here.
You ain't supposed to be buying nothing, Dustin.
Buying nothing.
Dustin, don't listen to whoever that is that's fucking saying all those words.
I'm gonna be a good friend, and since Dustin doesn't know anything.
This is the coolest Kobe thing that I own, and it is super cool. I've had this since when did it come to? 2003. These were hanging up in like gas stations and stuff.
Yeah.
And my grandmother worked at a gas station, so she actually stole this for me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, Grandma.
Five-finger grandma, I love it.
That's pretty sweet.
So it's like a banner, but it's almost like a towel.
Yeah.
And it was from the All-Star game in 2003 when they came to Atlanta. So it's from the Sprite vendors. But yeah, that's like the coolest thing I have of Kobe.
That's pretty sweet.
That's probably very expensive because that type of stuff was meant to be thrown away.
Yep.
Yeah. She didn't even hang it up in the store.
What else you want to see?
I don't know. You got the tons of stuff. I don't have that much stuff.
That 2000 to like 2005 era. That is my favorite era of basketball.
That's right, Noah. I knew you would start looking.
I always look.
Well,
That's a heck of a giddy right there.
well, being in the Bay Area, we've been celebrating the Warriors for the last number of years.
It looks like time. It looks like time might have finally caught up with you guys.
They so afraid to play the Pelicans. It's laughable.
There you go, who dat?
Chris Olave.
That's Chris Olave.
All right. Yeah, I figured.
I see that.
All right.
You could have slid that in my box with my comics, man.
I could have.
A card with every comic.
Little Scotty Barnes green. Nice little, if you're Michigan fan, there you go, Aiden Hutchinson.
He played good yesterday.
Rookie auto, yeah.
He played good.
Little Jalen Green. Tie-dye patch.
Give that one another year, and that one's gonna go ballistic.
Chris Duarte zebra.
I don't know none of these new kids.
Yeah.
T-Mac, Kevin Garnett, Allen Iverson.
Unfortunately, I have to now. It's crazy.
Those are my
Jeffrey,
heroes.
To be honest, the only sport I'm following is baseball.
You
I did.
You pulled any Benedict Mathrons?
No, not yet.
Yeah, that's. I'd keep an eye.
Devin Duvernay, 1 of 1. And I got an 8. I'm upset. Little Hurt. Silver Waddle. This one's nice tie-dye of Tila, or not tie-dye, but die-cut bronze. This one's a tie-dye. Field level of Brady. Tie-dye CEH. That's actually his rookie. Blue checkerboard T-Law.
That dude ain't even gonna have a job next year.
The zebra. This dude?
No.
T-Law?
Hilaire.
Oh, CEH? Yeah.
There you go.
He's on IR right now.
CEH, yeah.
I know because I dropped him on my fantasy league.
San Diego.
I've got like 4 people on my IR.
San Diego is my guess for where Sean Payton ends up, by the way.
That means they get a good draft pick.
Have
They're probably gonna offer him like $20 million, so I can't blame them.
you got any Palos? You hit any Palos?
Banchero?
Huh? Yeah.
No. Not me anyway.
I
I can't afford to open. I can't afford to open packs of cards anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Let's buy a single. I can't even afford to buy a pack.
The draft picks, though, are like $175 a box, so that's actually cheap.
I've noticed the price of the cards, certain things have been going down.
Yep.
Sorry.
Keep an eye on Dyson. Keep an eye on Dyson Daniels too. That kid's going to be legit in the long run.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially since he's getting playing time too, early.
People are also worried about the hobby, whether it's this hobby, this hobby or comic book hobby, or come on, man, you guys just got to calm down.
This is what always happens after you get into a speculator market.
This is normal.
We've been in a speculator market for like 3 years. It's got to come back down to earth. If you didn't see this coming, then you just weren't paying attention.
Yep, and if you haven't
Like I
noticed,
said,
certain things have been announced. They they haven't jumped up in price like they used to. Like the Silk show is official, and that still is a $200 book in a 90. Like,
Well, a lot of them are also waiting whether or not the show will be good. I mean, the Carnage didn't go up because the Carnage movie wasn't good.
The Carnage not only didn't go up.
Yeah.
that book there. Whew.
That went the way of the dodo.
Yeah, I literally saw somebody selling those set today for $90, all high grade. 61, 62, 63, $90.
Was that Sony that put those movies together?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sony did majority. Like, I don't think Marvel had nothing to do with the as far as they might have just had producing credit, but that's about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean they've got a little input, but I think it's mostly just back end shit.
The only input they really have is for Spider-Man. That's it.
Oh, you like LaMelo, Biggie? There you go.
There you go, LaMelo Ball, baby.
Little LaMelo rookie there. Let's see how many LaMelo rookies I can pull out. Oh, there's one. Anthony, there's a LaMelo rookie.
I literally had somebody offer a book that last sold for over $175. Somebody offered me, I think it was $60 or something. I don't know. Dustin was there when he offered. It was like something crazy. Like, what the hell?
I got you, Biggie.
Oh, that's why. That's why. Yeah, I had to excuse myself for a few minutes. I'm rebagging and boarding, and you get that soil on your hands from old bags.
Yeah.
I couldn't stand it anymore. Had to wash it off.
Hey, speaking of which, Comic Clear is doing their Black Friday sale, so if anybody likes those clear boards, now's a great time to get a bunch.
Yeah, it's a
But they
good
got this-
deal too. 100 bags and 100 of the clear boards for like $100 or something.
I'll tell you this though. They got a small business in New Orleans called Old Orleans Wines and Spirits. If you like wine, they're doing like 50% off and free shipping. You know, I think you only have an hour left, but yeah, it's a pretty good deal if you drink wine. 50% off.
I live in Sonoma. You go outside, they give you a glass of wine for free. So that's just how it is over here.
Yeah.
That's why I want to go. When I go to Greece, that's why I really want to go there, because they literally have, you go in, you bring an empty bottle, and you can fill up your bottle with wine.
Yeah, I'd love to go. But that is a long flight. That's like a 16-hour flight, if I remember. I mean, I've never done it, but I know did it.
Italy was 9 hours. So I'm guessing maybe another 2 hours. But yeah, Italy was 9 hours for us.
I ain't flying nowhere.
Yeah, so.
Depends on layovers.
Yeah, we flew. I think we flew like New Orleans or somewhere. I forgot where we went. And then we flew all the way over, and that was it. So.
Romania was 23 hours. That sucked.
I've always wanted to go to Romania.
Mm-hmm. I want to go to Bora Bora, but I don't want to fly for 20 hours.
No. I've never been to Europe, but I did. My wife and I did take a cruise to Alaska a few years ago. Very reasonable, and it was a great trip. Left out of San Francisco Bay and went up to the up the coast. And
I have to say, if you live in a major city with the major airport, like like New York, Atlanta, like those type of Chicago, the flight prices to Europe are a lot cheaper.
Right.
Or like Dallas, even cheaper because they're the international.
Yeah, like all those big. I'm talking those big international. Like I'll just use examples, but like it's reasonable because once you get there, the hotels and the food are actually not expensive. Not expensive at all. I like a great time.
I can fly to Hawaii from here for nothing.
Yeah, but if you tried to fly when you was in New Orleans, you'd break. You'd be like, all right, I'm poor now.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's ridiculous flying from New Orleans. That's one thing I have to say. It's flying from New Orleans anywhere is so the trick is got to fly Southwest to another major airport and then leave from that major airport to where I want to go. My wife wants to do Grease still for her 40th birthday, so we definitely gonna do Grease. My daughter said we have to. That was fun. I'm gonna let the chat know, even though we got 10 people, 9 people, 8 people, whatever. Hey, I am giving this away, a super chat giveaway. So if anybody wants to get in on it, we only got like a couple days left.
Ooh.
You can win this book for $2.
Wow.
And have, all right. $2 to get you one spot, $5 to get you 3 spots, and so on and so forth. But yeah, super chat giveaway. If you don't want a super chat, you can always just cash at me. Shameless plug. But that's the giveaway for this month. Probably be taking a break from it because actually got less people entering for the Fantastic 445 than I had for like Strange Academy 1.
The world sleeps on the Fantastic Four. They're gonna wake up one day and be like, "Damn."
I had watched Dustin your video about the Fantastic Four just before hopping on.
Okay.
So yeah, very, very cool. Nice presentation. Although I'm one of those people that I don't agree with your list about. I agree with Action 1, but you got to have Detective 27 as a second. It's always been the 1-2 punch.
Well, like I said,
that's my opinion.
Yeah, like I said, my reasoning because I'm a huge Batman fan too, and my only reasoning is Detective 27's biggest contribution to comics was Batman, and from that, like you get Robin, you get Joker, and after that, I mean, everybody else is not really on that same level as Batman, Robin, and Joker. You could argue for Catwoman, I guess, but Fantastic Four's contribution was the entire Marvel universe, and I was just like I don't know, like it was hard for me. Like I sat and thought about that for a while on like how I thought that those would rank, but I had one guy that was I think he was just misunderstanding the point of conversation and the fact of I wasn't arguing popularity of characters because he was like, there's no way Fantastic Four is more popular than Spider-Man. I said, I would never argue that. I'm not a Spider-Man fan in the slightest, but I would never argue that. I said, but that wasn't what I was saying either. If we're talking popularity contest, then I would put Spider-Man over Superman in a heartbeat, but that wasn't what I was talking about. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's just something that I've been thinking about for a while. And I talked to Sean Yahweh the other night at his house. We sat there talking for like an hour about it. And I talked to someone else about it too. And I was like, I'm gonna put it out there and see what other people think. So I enjoyed hearing what other people thought and if people agreed and disagreed. And, like I said, it wasn't a matter of like, I was trying to like this is the gospel and it was just what I had been thinking about. So I was like, I'll see what everybody else thinks. But I mean, Detective Comics. I mean, if I could pick between an FF1 or a Tech 27, like it's a no brainer,
and it came across. I mean, it came across as just your opinion, and that's fine. You weren't, as a matter of fact, or this is, as you say, this is
right.
Gospel. I guess if I had to compile a list, because as an old collector, Action 1, Detective 27. And then would I go with Cap 1 or would I go with Famous Funnies, first Submariner? That would be a tough call.
Yeah.
It'd be one of the two. Then Marvel 1, and then we go to first. What do you call it? First Wonder Woman, first Green Lantern, and then first Flash, and then we go to Silver Age.
Is Famous Funnies the ad? Because I always considered Marvel Mystery 1 first subject.
Whatever. I thought it was Famous Funnies for the first Submariner.
Okay, I thought it was just like some kind of promotional ad. There was only I was talking about earlier today. It's like there's only 9 copies of the thing, and it wasn't even gave out. It was found in a box, so it's super
right.
Rare.
Super rare. I've never even seen one. I don't think I'll ever even see one.
I'll be right back.
All right, but I'd just because of the rarity, I'd probably take a Cap 1 though over that.
Oh yeah, I would. Yeah. I would stab somebody a bunch of times for a Cap 1.
Yeah.
like a bunch of times in the
1994.
in the police parking lot.
1994 Fleer Flare Marvel Universe. Ready?
Oh, he's busting it open. Okay.
Yeah, I got a few packs of a box. Figured I'd bust it open for funsies.
I just want to show this off real quick, and then I'm gonna go to Jeff so you can see. My daughter wants to show this off.
Hey, sweetie.
This is a retailer incentive cover, My Little Pony,
Oh,
that she drew on. So
Awesome.
she's actually been very good with coloring and drawing, I have to say.
Oh yeah.
So
now whose heart does not melt when you see that?
Right.
so, what pony is this?
I made my own.
Oh, you made your own pony? What's her name?
Cotton candy.
Cotton Candy.
Cotton candy. All
Right.
right.
I like
Cotton
candy.
candy, sweet as gold.
Oh God.
I'll take a first issue. I'll take a first issue.
So, Cotton Candy. So
Sweet as gold.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just wanted to show that off.
The
Thank
daughter's
you.
getting so big, who dat, man? She looks all grown up.
She's getting out of the way.
In their private jets, yeah. That's why I haven't come to see you, Roma. My private jet just can't make it there.
Oh man, that's awesome looking.
Yeah.
Are these all the Joe Jescos?
94 Fleer Flare. That Joe Jesco was the 90
Two?
Marvel Masterpiece.
Oh yeah, Marvel Masterpiece. That's right.
Yeah.
All that vision looks good.
Yeah.
That one's killer.
Oh, that's awesome. Is that Angel?
Yeah, Exodus appears.
Okay.
The Wolverine out of this run is epic.
Yeah, it is.
I got to get back in my house in about 5 minutes. I just wanted to bring up a couple books that I think have been dangling almost in my price ranges. The first Doctor Strange and Daredevil 1.
Venom's. Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Have a great night.
That
Thank
Venom
you.
was sweet.
We'll get the blue ones out of the way. We got some get some good inserts in here too, if we get lucky.
You got a first Doctor Strange, who dat?
I don't know.
I think he's talking. He's all.
You talk about Strange Tales 110, Biggie?
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
have it. I do have
Yeah,
one.
boy.
I do.
I don't think Russ has one.
I thought I seen him might have it before. That's why I asked him.
I won it on a bid on eBay. My heart was pounding towards the end because I thought I was going to lose it.
We're gonna go backwards. We are. Look at this,
I was
Pat.
gonna say that's the exact same pack in the opposite direction.
It's going the different way. That's crazy.
It's literally the same pack though, huh?
Yeah,
Yep.
it is.
How about that?
Except for
Except for
one.
that first card.
County Blaze.
That's funny.
But I was opening. I did that on purpose. There, I wanted to see if because they're both the blue packs. I had 3 blue packs, and then some of the different ones. So
Another book I really like is Second Thor, first Jane Foster. That's not a bad price.
Oh,
book.
84? Yeah.
It's a good price book.
I do have 85.
Is that the first Loki?
First Loki, yeah.
Yeah, that's badass. was trying to get Alan to show that Blue Beetle again. I didn't get him to. He has this one Blue Beetle book. It's so fucking cool. It's the Golden Age one with the bud on the cover.
Alan's got this incredible collection.
That's a cool card.
Yeah. How long have these cards been out?
These came out in '94.
Yeah, this is the inaugural run from '94. Well, that blue one was different. Thank goodness. So we got Wolfie, we got the Surfer, and we've got Magneto.
Just judging by the way he's holding his hand, that's Magneto.
Yeah. And I'm now seeing the M there, so which one do you think?
What is the market on these cards? I know nothing about the card market.
Usually it's about now $600 to $800 a box.
Okay.
Whoa.
There's some big inserts in there that you can find.
Well, and even some of the base cards with the right people, if they get a good grade, of course they're gonna sell for a good price. Which one next? Magneto, Silver Surfer, or Wolverine? I think Wolvie should be last.
I think you got the one in your hand.
I think I got the one in Magneto. Oh. I gotta save this one. Can't let you see it right away, but there it is.
Nice.
340 homage.
Nice.
I like that one.
Does it say who did the art on it?
My internet's gonna crap out. I'll catch you guys later. I'll be in the chat.
Okay, Biggie.
All right, baby.
He just didn't want to eat on camera.
I wouldn't either.
I know, right?
Especially when you got Roman Curtis saying he picked up eight bacon cheeseburgers, 4 chicken sandwiches, 4 large, and only 1 Diet Coke.
Not a very long-lived character there.
Who is that?
Bloodhawk.
Never heard of him.
There we go, another Cable Wolverine. Typhoid Mary. Gene Action. Here we go. We're going to see a lot of him, I have a feeling.
Is that Warlock?
Yeah. I think we're going to see a lot of him in a lot of different movies leading up to. What is it? Is it Secret Wars or Armor Wars? Are they going to do Armor Wars on Disney?
Armor is first, I believe, on Disney.
Okay.
They're actually making that a movie, but it's still gonna be before Secret Wars.
Oh, it's coming out in theater?
Yeah, they're gonna make a movie out of it. This is the story. This is the story is that good, and Don Cheadle. I think Don Cheadle might be directing. I think.
Here's one of the inserts. Punisher.
Ooh, that's nice. That's very nice.
Yeah.
That's a very cool card.
That's the Punisher insert. This one can get some real. Oh my God, that looks so cool.
Yeah, that is cool. There we go. Spider-Man 20.
Punisher versus the Mob.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh, Puma action. Thunderstrike.
Yep.
This one's really good.
Yeah. Sable.
Over Sable.
Wow.
Yeah.
There we go. Bone Claws.
Every time I see
Oh,
Flair
nice.
up in the corner, I just want to go,
With-
woo!
With yeah.
The new Hulk. Spider-Man and the Green Goblin.
Classic.
And this is actually an insert too. This is Bishop. See on the back of these, there's numbers and such. This one is unnumbered.
Yeah, what was it? The set was like 125 cards or something?
Yeah, and this was an insert too. But they use this name as the insert name, like Mutant Genesis. All right, we had some pretty good Wolverine ones last pack here, and this is the Wolverine pack. Caesar's bin on the Punisher. That's a good card. Ooh, yeah. Hulk and the Thing.
Yeah. Always love those battles between those two.
Colossus.
What? Colossus Defects. Nice one, Justice. This
Those
one.
the early 90s. Oh, that's a cool Gambit card. It would only be cooler if he was throwing copies of that card.
Right? That would be amazing. Quasar. We don't see enough of him.
Cletus.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's nice. These pretty cards.
I'll look on the box there because the artwork all looks similar. Now we're getting back to some of the ones we. Electra. Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Killer. Well, 2 inserts out of that. $149 card set, 1 checklist, 18 limited edition insert cards. But it's not saying who the artist is.
There are 18 Power Blast chase cards, which have foil on one side and a larger portion of the same image without foil on the other side.
Yep, that was the Punisher.
Yep.
I still think that Bishop is one because it doesn't have a number. And it's just like Mutant Genesis.
The Power Blast set is made up of Cable, Cyclops, Iron Man, Magneto, Phoenix, Storm, Venom, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, Punisher, Cap, Gambit, Thor, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man, Deadpool, Invisible Woman, and Doom. I also cannot find out who the artist is.
It's the 1994 Flair.
Flare.
It's the first Marvel set that Flair did. Flair. Caesar.
Ooh, my Seminoles ended up beating the Gators. That's what I'm talking about.
Shut your dirty whore mouth, son.
To hell with them Florida Gators. They will with the Gators and the Hurricanes this year.
Yeah, I got one more unopened box of that Flair
Hey,
Flair
Dustin.
to hang on
Dustin.
to.
That shirt's faded like Florida's hopes and dreams, bro. I don't know why I figured you was an LSU fan.
I went to LSU.
Oh, okay.
I was born in Jacksonville. I grew up in North Central Florida, so.
Gotcha.
See what else I can do.
I just got my notes from the comic book chiropractor, man. I'm liking those notes.
Bro, your folder in my for the pictures, I have almost 1,000 pictures of before and after on all the books you sent me. And I don't even think you sent me but maybe like 40 books.
Yeah, probably that or less. That or less.
This is the Joe Juiceco.
Okay.
Because it was all done the
Oh yeah, the masterpiece.
Yeah.
original Marvel masterpiece. It's even got the
What era is this? What year?
It was 1990 or
Okay.
1991. This is the first first Marvel masterpiece put out.
Bet you won't open it.
I got a couple sealed boxes.
Yeah.
Man, those were going for stupid money not long ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still are. I just remember seeing at some of the comic shops. I was just like, holy crap.
It's not as stupid, but it's still kind of dumb. But yeah. Then I got one of the 92 Marvel masterpiece.
If you register with the link that we have in the description, it will take the first $15 off your order. Wow.
Then I got a bunch of just random packs of stuff. It's kind of weird. Comic stuff.
Do I have anything? Get those. Nothing there.
Anybody have any goals for 2023?
Make money.
Yeah, he beat me to it.
Find better things to do on the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Well, majority of people usually shop, so
I told my wife, I'm glad you're not going out tonight because I've never shopped on the Black Friday. I never will. It's too crazy.
There's one comic shop. He does just an incredible sale on Black Friday every year. He does 20% off wall books. If you buy 5 of them, you get 25%. If you buy 15, you get 30% off.
Who's this?
Dave's Comics and Collectibles out here where I'm at.
Oh, okay. I bought some of them before. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
And all his slabs are 25% off. In his boxes, his flip boxes, he's got a huge section of which is like the good stuff is all 50% off. No, it's buy one get one free, so it's still pretty much 50% off. And then his $5, $3, and $1 books, or his $5 and $3 books are all 50% off, and his dollar bin books are 3 for $1. So we always go up there and get some good stuff. All his hardcovers, omnibus, all that stuff is always 50% off. I wanted to finish up my Walking Dead omnibus collection today, but I did not do enough of what Dan's goal is for the year, so that was not happening.
Well, hopefully, my goal for next year is to have the shop open and we go and be just streaming directly from the shop and doing blogs from there, and it should be fun.
You gonna have us all come over and for a barbecue?
Yeah.
At the shop.
Yeah, I'll have a restaurant open too. We can barbecue there.
Right on.
Now, assuming I get my finances in order, if and when I make a substantial purchase, I'm probably going to wait till third quarter of the year. Let's see how bad the economy is going to be and how low because the comic prices are still going to come down. I mean, they're going to be there's a temporary spike before Christmas, like anything else, but after the late fall, late winter, early spring, before tax season, people are going to be cutting back.
Yeah.
So, if things go well, though, I do want it. Probably the top of my list is an FF49.
Yeah, mine's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 8, and 10. I have all the other ones.
I thought you had a 3.
No, I haven't bought one yet.
I've got a 3.
I've got one in my my comic shop shopping cart right now. It's the lowest price on a 3.0 I've seen, or a 3.5 I've seen anywhere. You can get it for under $1,500 right now, but I've just been waiting. But yeah, I'm trying to go that Who Dat route. I want to put together a 1 through 10 run, but my number 1 is just going to be my Golden Record reprint, which is fine.
Yeah,
I saw an FF5 on a Facebook group today, and it was coverless, and he had a repro cover attached to it. Now it's like, man, if I knew a way to get, well, he only wanted $2,500 for it too, but if not, I guess the first problem would be having an extra $2,500 to buy it. But if I could get a cover to put on it, but I mean, crap, like that book is so damn rare. Like you're not just gonna find a cover.
Well, we out here we have A1 Comics, and the guy who started it, he's finally retired. But I had a conversation with him years ago about that. He said there's something about that FF5. The paper wasn't all that great. That particular book they used the cheapest paper available, and it's really, really hard to find that high grade.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, like I think finding FF1 is easier than an FF5. I mean,
yes, yeah.
I think you're looking at like a 3-to-1 ratio on being able to find one. I mean, I go to conventions, and FF1s are there. I've not yet seen an FF5 on a convention floor in the last 3-4 years since I've started going to conventions. I mean, I haven't seen them at all.
I think well, with that and other books, I think a lot of people are just holding on to them.
Yeah, that could be it too, for sure.
Yeah, I hear and see a lot of people, just like I said earlier, panicking about all the hobbies. I mean, every hobby's down.
Yeah.
Cards, comics, toys, non-sports cards. I can look at my shelf and see everything that's down. But,
well, in any bad economy, it's always the collectibles market that takes the hit the hardest.
Well, sure. And, I started back in 88 buying a collection, and 88 to 93, it was fantastic for sports cards. Then it went away. You just got to wait for the rebound.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
It'll be there. It's just, people panic over. I mean, if you are within your own personal budget with what you're collecting and what you want to keep or what you want to collect, the market shouldn't even matter.
Well, as someone who strictly buys and I have no thought of selling, times like this don't affect me because I wasn't going to sell them anyway. Now, what I do, though, I slow down. Like, I haven't bought anything major. I've cut down like 90-something% from my purchases. I'll buy little, nice collectible bronze or copper age stuff that's inexpensive if you find a deal. But, I've been 2 times like this before. I've seen the market, rise and fall. I've seen the worst of it in the 90s when they oversaturated the market, and and the market almost, well, not collapsed, but it there was a bit of a crash for a while. But markets always come back at some point. You just have to be patient.
Yeah, I'm not. I haven't been panicking. I've been salivating at the idea of being able
Sure.
to pick some of this stuff up. But my problem is, I was considering my hourly pay. I should have made over 62 grand this year, and up to this point, I've barely cracked 31. So that's been my biggest hang up is like now's the perfect time for me to pick some of this stuff up that I've been wanting for so long, for the past few years. And it's just like, damn, I can't even get them. So that's like, that's been my only thing about this whole thing is like, it's just been frustrating because I'm sitting here like, damn, man, now's the time. And I got to figure something out.
But when I restarted my collection 9 years ago, I told myself I'm not going to do what I did before, and that was overbuy. So I set a budget, and I stuck to that budget. And there were months at a time I didn't have any money to buy comics, so and I didn't.
Yeah.
And I'm there right now. So you know what? So what? Times will get better again. Then I'll start buying again. Right now, plenty of time to read. I've got plenty of reading to do, organizing my collection, that sort of thing. So it's not like I'm going to be idle. But I don't want to put myself in a bad position just because I want something, because I've been there before. And I said I'll never do that again. I'll never overbuy. So if you don't be ashamed to have no money. I've had a worse year than you have right now, and I've been in the trades for better part of 40 years, and I'm trying to find new clients and so forth. It's like planting seed. It doesn't grow. You don't get harvest right away. You have to massage these situations. It's working, but just got to be patient. I'm sorry.
FOMO gets hold of people, and sometimes they can't stop.
Yeah, that's true. I used to be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm luckily I haven't been. That's never been like super bad on me. I always seem to find the best deal on something I am looking for at the absolute worst time, though. That is a guarantee.
Well, let me show you. I was bagging and boarding while we were talking here. I've got just a handful of books I really liked. This little run cost me it cost me $20. It's $2 each. So who'd like a big screen meal? That would help out.
He probably will.
He's away. Yeah, he's away right now. Well, I'll just show you guys. Here's Batman Year One Annual 1995. It cost me $2. So it's in beautiful shape. And this is Reign of Superman 22. That's with there's a cutout here. Shows the Steel Superman. I forget what his name is.
Right.
Another $2. And then these are cool covers. Here's a cool cover. Action Comics 750. That's just a cool black silhouette cover of Superman.
Yep. I'm
looking forward to reading some of these too. I mean, I got to start reading some of these damn things. Here's more of a patriotic. This is Ventures Super 7. Another patriotic cover. Nice. Here's a cool one. This is the 600th appearance of Batman, Detective 627.
Nice.
Square-bound book. Again, $2. Couldn't beat it. I think this is the only Plastic Man book in my entire collection.
Somebody brought him up when you were on the Babylon the other night.
Yeah. The only Green Lantern cover I have. What is Action 602? It looks like a John Byrne cover. I have no idea. And lastly, this is just a cool cover. Another patriotic cover, Superman. Marv Wolfman. So, some fun reading. Didn't cost me all that much.
Yeah.
And again, just stay within your budget no matter what. That's everything I bought in my entire collection was on a budget.
Yeah.
And I never overbought.
Yeah, I'm real good at. Go ahead. I'm sorry, man.
I was just gonna say, if I couldn't afford it, I didn't buy it.
Yeah, I've gotten real good over the years about if I find something like that Fantastic 451 I bought. I've been wanting that book because I love the story so much, and I love the thing after reading Fantastic Four all year long, and that book's a dime a dozen in mid-grade and lower. like lower mid grade and lower. Like you find that book beat up all the time.
Oh yeah.
But finding high grade copies is damn near impossible. Like raw graded, it don't happen. And so I was just waiting because I was like, this is a book that it's not something that people are onto and they're not looking for. So should be able to find a really nice copy. So popped up on Shortbox with a 9.0, and I forget what was going on, but how I found it. But anyway, I found that and I was like, damn, like I can't even do it though. And I put it on my watch list and I had forgot about it, I guess, for a couple of months. And then if you don't get on Shortbox after a couple of weeks or something, it'll sign you out, or that's what it does to me. And I just logged on there one day just to look and see what was going on there. And I logged on and I had a notification. The guy had made an offer to me for the book for like $150 cheaper than what he was selling it for. And I think it was originally up for $1,100. And I was sick. I was like, oh, can't believe I missed that. And so I hit him back and we ended up working out a price. And I was like, all right, now I just got to figure out where the money's coming from. But I mean, I've gotten real good about just finding something that I can do without, something that I've had, I enjoyed it. But, would I rather have this FF51 or this X-Men 266 9.8? I would much rather have that FF51. I mean, for personal reasons, it made sense. For economically, it made a ton of sense. I mean, you look at the census for X-Men 266, there's over 3,000 9.8s. That FF51, there's less than 120 copies, I think, graded between a 9.0 and a 9.6. And there's no 9.8. So I was like, no, this has got to happen. And I knew somebody that was wanting a 266 9.8. So I sold him that and put like $100 with it. And ended up getting the guy to come down off the FF51. Like, I think I ended up getting it for like $900. But I mean, most of the time, if there's something that I'm really wanting and it's something that it doesn't pop up very often and it's kind of scarce, like I'll move something that I know I can pick up tomorrow and have my choice of 50 copies of it to get it too. So that's another good way of doing it. You just kind of see if it's something you would rather have than what you got.
Well, that's that Platinum Spider-Man that I just got signed.
Yeah.
All that is a gateway to books that I actually want. I don't.
Right.
I mean, I love that I got a 9.8 on it, and it's kind of cool, and I always wanted a copy of that book, but for what I can get for that book, I'd rather flip that and pick up, some low number X-Men.
Oh yeah.
But that X-Men 266, I have one. This story isn't, honestly, it's not that great. First appearance of Gambit, great, fine. A lot of people have that. The content of that story for the FF51 way outshines the X-Men 266. And it's a much, much older book. It's a classic Stan Lee story. I mean, I take that hands down.
Yeah.
Take it hands down.
Yeah, I love it.
There's no competition other than the fact that Gambit is just that guy for a lot of people from a younger generation,
Yeah. And that's why I had.
Well, some people love or hate him.
You can't say younger. People like 40 years old now.
Hey, I'm 33, damn it.
Younger than this guy.
Yeah. If you're younger than me, you're young. All right. Yeah. So. No, how old are you? I'm 58.
I'll be 53 in May.
Okay, you got just a kid. You're just a kid compared to me. But of course, I still have my Mortal Kombat behind me. So, hey, here's two guys. By the way, we're speaking of inexpensive books that are great stories. You guys know who this is?
Mm-mm.
That is Dargo Couture. This is a one-shot. Now, if you look up who has lifted the hammer of Thor correctly, there are two others that he's in company with, and that's Beta Ray Bill and Steve Rogers. No one else has lifted the hammer of Thor other than these three. You can't even find this on Wikipedia. It's really an unknown book. Nobody knows anything about it, but I remember getting this off the rack and loving this. This is Tom DeFalco's story. Now, others have, Trick the Hammer, and who was it? Thunderstrike. he got the power of Thor because Odin needed his help at the time. This guy does it on his own. No one knows about this book. It's a $1 book. It's a great story. You know, it's funny because look at the company that he's in. The other story that I just fell in love with is this one here, What If 71? And this is a very controversial story. Takes you back to World War II when they dropped a bomb on Japan. Instead of dropping a nuclear weapon, they dropped a gamma bomb. And and so Japan basically has all these Hulk creatures. They reassemble after losing the war, take over the world basically with these new Hulk creatures. And anyway, it's a great story. That's a $1 book all day. But there's a lot of great, very inexpensive stories that now that I have a lot of time, now that I'm not buying anything, I want to catch up and read all this stuff. And so, Dustin, you're not the only one. I'm way behind on my reading. I've not read all my books. There's some classics I haven't even touched yet, and I'm embarrassed to admit, hey, I'm so far behind. But I need to. The more you learn about these things, the more it enhances your ability and your understanding of Marvel. Because Marvel is so interwoven. Because I told your brother Nick, he asked me a great question. He said, where do I start? Where do I want to go next? And I said, you go wherever you go. All the stories from Marvel interweave with each other. So you can read one series and it'll link up to another one all by itself. So in fact, you make a mistake if you do this one series at a time. There's no linear thinking or linear reading in Marvel. They all sort of get locked into each other. Ooh, Beetlejuice.
This one I found I think could be cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So, and the other thing about collecting comic books, again, if you just buy the stuff that you want, you're never going to go wrong.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's when you start buying all the shit that someone else tells you should have that you start going, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why do I have this book? Why do I have this shit?
See, that's the thing. 95% of my collection, I want everything in it. I have a couple that I'm like, I could do without, but still.
Well, that's like, I love these old classic X-Men, but with the Mike Mignola covers. I think I got this whole stack for $1, but this is just, I mean, it's hard to find Mike Mignola doing anything other than Hellboy. But these covers are fucking great.
They are cool. I have a couple of those.
So, again, if you just buy the stuff you want.
Well, I've got this habit. I don't know why I buy the same book over and over again. Like I've got, these aren't all of them. I've got a couple more. Hulk 156. Because I love that story that started in Hulk 140 with, who is it? Roy Thomas and Harlan Ellison put that story together. Then it spilled over to 148, then 156. This is where the Bill Murray spec comes in, and then it ends in 202, 203. But I love the Hulk run. It was really underrated. Had a lot of great artwork by Sal Buscema and Herb Trimp. And then even before that was Gil Kane. And who was it? Marie Severin did some. Yeah, just great artwork, great storyline. And the sad thing is because Disney doesn't own the Hulk as yet. A lot of those stories are still dormant.
I feel like a lot of them would be hard to get to, even if they do get Hulk back.
Yeah, they can't.
They have to change a lot.
I'm not certain how they're going to do that.
I picked up a book on an Instagram claim sale the other night that I had never had any interest in at all. Never had interest in reading it or owning it or anything. But I was getting ready to clean Whodet's copy, and I was counting the pages. And as I was doing that, I was noticing John Byrne's artwork inside, and I was like, Jesus Christ, man, the way this guy is doing this art inside this book is just incredible. And it's Marvel Premiere 47.
Yeah.
Scott Lang Ant-Man.
Oh, yeah.
And there was one panel specifically that I just sat there and looked at it. And it's Ant-Man going from being small to big at the same time. He's like uppercutting this guy, and the way that he illustrated that motion, I was just like, my God, man, this dude right here, like, And I'd never really paid much attention to John Byrne's stuff, I guess. And I mean, I've never read a bunch of much X-Men or anything. I haven't gotten to his stuff in Fantastic Four yet. But when I
is fucking so good.
yeah, so when I saw that in that Ant-Man book, I was like, damn, I kind of want to get this book now. And I think it was the next day I saw. I mean, this thing was like nice copy, very, very high grade, and dude gave me a deal on it, so I'm waiting on that to come in. But yeah, I've gotten to the point now where the only stuff I'm not buying anything unless I've read the story and enjoyed what was inside of it, and it was something that I liked enough that I'd like to own the copy of it.
That's why I want to get a high grade copy of that Luke Cage number 9. I need like a 9+ on it.
Which one? Who's on the cover of that one?
That's Luke Cage and Doctor Doom, and that's the
I have
one
that.
where that's the one with Luke Cage. He steals the wing jet from Fantastic Four. He beats them kind of up a little bit.
No, Richards does give it to him. They do talk. Richards does give the Quinjet. Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of messes with him at first, and then
He does.
And but when he goes over there, he just literally beats everybody up, and he's like yells at Doctor Doom, "Where's my $200?"
That was cool.
Like,
that was so cool. He's just going over for money.
He's like, "You over here just for a measly $200?" He's like, "Yeah, I want my money." Dude, that story is hilarious.
That
and it's just great. It's just a great story. I like it.
Got that. Where is it? I gotta find it now. Damn it.
So yeah, I want a high grade copy of that book.
I do have one.
Yeah, I was talking to Dan about it. Me and Nick and Dan on the Babylon the other night. I just come to a point last year where I was looking at all the big key books and all my graded stuff on my wall, and got all these books that I've spent all this money on. And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, if somebody was to ask me what that book was about or what this book was, I don't have a damn clue what's inside these books. I don't know if I like these characters. I don't know if I like the story.
Yeah,
and I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. I was like, I'm gonna read these stories, see if I like these characters, and that's just kind of how I've gotten to where I'm building my collection now.
It was a good story. Mine's probably a 7, possibly 7.5. Didn't get it for that much. You got it at the San Jose Comic Con this past year.
It only got expensive because of Doctor Doom hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine's probably 7.0.
That run, number 1 in that issue is like the most expensive out of the first 20 issues. Those 2 books.
Feige needs to put out an announcement. Dr. Doom is never coming to the MCU. Not now, not never, not ever. And I just need him to say that and not change his mind for like 6 months.
Does he have to say it that way? Not now, not ever.
Oh yeah, he's got to be matter of fact, like no doubt about it.
Well, the first person that should say that about Mephisto first.
Right. I'm not looking for Mephisto books though.
You said that, Dan, and I was about to put up a Mephisto card and say, "Oh, what she
I'm actually, you know what? I'm excited. I'm excited that we got Bob Iger back, and hopefully we get some good stuff.
Yeah, I listened to you guys talking about that on Ian's channel. I think last night I was listening to it. I don't know anything about any of the corporate going-ons and stuff or anything, so like I was kind of indifferent to it, but I know it seemed like a lot of people were pretty happy about it.
Well, the big difference between Bob Iger and Bob Chapek, Bob Iger is all about the creatives who make the movies and TV shows and everything else you can think about. Bob Chapek is all about, he's all like a business, like a banker type guy. So he's all about having micromanagement, and you got to go through this person. Like Kevin Feige used to answer only to Bob Iger about his Marvel stuff. And what happened was when Chapek took over, he put a middleman that Kevin Feige had to talk to. And the middleman said, "No, that's too much money. No, we don't want to do that. No, we want to put that on Disney Plus." That's what they did with it. And the same thing they did with like was it Pixar movies like I think Turning Red was supposed to come to the theaters. They put that on Disney Plus, and people were like, "Wait, why is this movie like it's really good movie Pixar movie is on Disney Plus for free?" Is that the part where he goes, "Where's my $200?"
No, this is even better.
Oh, hold on. I can't see what it says, but I remember reading it. I thought you were working for Reed Richards.
No, the bubble bot.
Oh,
Where's my
Bubba.
money, honey?
Oh yeah, honey. Yeah, where's my money, honey? Call a man honey, and then beats him up.
Where's my money, honey?
The only part I know from Luke Cage is when he was with the Defenders. I liked him in the Defenders because he was no nonsense. He just got the job done. He was a total ass kicker, an interesting character, but I want to see him in his own series because he has a different, not a different persona, a different style, I guess. Luke Cage is a badass.
Yeah, besides Daredevil, I would say Luke Cage would probably be my other character I would like them to bring back from Netflix. Yeah.
Find one book.
And then Michael Coulter, he was perfect. That dude's huge, bro. So he fit the role good because I met him because I got him to sign something. He's taller than me. I'm 6'1", and he's like solid. So
They can bring back anybody but fucking Iron Fist.
you don't want Finn Jones to come back? Come on, man.
That dude was not.
Come on. He got the name of a martial artist.
All the other actors did great. All of them were great.
Yeah, they do Luke Cage. If they do Jessica Jones, they got to bring Luke Cage back. They play good off each other.
I didn't watch that intentionally because I'm stubborn because I that's not the real Defenders. The Defenders are Doctor Strange, the Hulk, Submariner, and Silver Surfer.
You don't throw.
Oh, I didn't know Surfer was in it.
He was the original Defender. Oh yeah.
I did not know that.
Oh yeah. In fact, he was the one who started it back in Subby 35. Yeah. And it didn't last long. We needed Doctor Strange as the cohesiveness, which he did in Marvel Feature 1. But that series didn't really get off the ground until Defenders 1.
It would make sense for them to do something like that because Doctor Strange is still not an Avenger. So it makes sense for him to be a Defender. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because even Feige said Doctor Strange is not a member of the Avengers.
Well, the Avengers are kind of like the Defenders being a non-team. Just a variety of people showing up periodically. That's kind of what the Defenders was.
You know what I would like to see him do? Like, 'cause I know we're getting these other Avengers movies, but man, they need to do something like the Avengers Reassemble or something. You know what I mean? Some kind of thing, because you're just gonna have an Avengers Kang Dynasty. Like, the only person that's in the Avengers is the new Captain America.
I'm guessing they're gonna
And
do
Ant-Man.
that. I'm guessing they're gonna do that at the last Avenger movie. Is it Kang Dynasty that's the last one, or?
Kang Dynasty is the first one, and Secret Wars is the last one. I figure Secret Wars is gonna be the new team.
Okay, then they might have a brief cameo appearance of the original Avengers towards the end because they're getting up there in age. So I found what I was looking for.
I saw something that they were going to be bringing in a new actor to be like an Elseworld or multiversal Tony Stark. It was a Hispanic guy that they were talking about.
Okay.
I'm really interested because we were so close to getting Tom Cruise of being Superior Iron Man. Like, it was scheduling conflict. That's why he wasn't in Doctor Strange.
Dustin, this is the John Byrne cover I fell in love with.
Yes, I love that cover. I want to. That's one of those that I constantly look for. I always find them beat up, but I love that one. I was just telling Nick the other day, I think that's my favorite Galactus cover.
I saw this off the rack. I bought a bunch of them. So, again, just because I knew it right away. I just got this, actually, just for Schumer Gorth. I didn't pay like $25, I think is what I paid for it. It's not bad. Pretty good shape.
Nice.
And this one, I've got a number of these classic 112s.
That's another. Yeah, that's another one I want to get a nice copy of too. That one and the Submariner.
Here's a really underrated one. This is the one and only time the Thing actually wins. Love this. Is a Steve Englehart story. Steve Englehart did first 11 issues of Defenders.
Now, Thing, what issue is that?
320.
Thing whooped Dr. Doom's ass early on. He was the first one to really put hands on him. He ended up breaking his, like he broke his hand.
Correct. And in this issue, the Thing continues to morph, and he gets even stronger than the Hulk, and the Hulk, as a Gray Hulk, is weaker than the Green Hulk. So Thing is actually, the Hulk's no match for the Thing.
Oh, you were talking about he beats the Hulk. I didn't even see Hulk on there. I thought you were talking about beats Dr. Doom. Okay,
yeah, no. Yeah, Dr. Doom's getting control as he usually is. But it's a Thing versus Hulk battle. But I love that story.
That's a killer cover too.
It is. It's a very cool cover. And this one still kills me because I just saw the Black Panther movie, and I have to admit, I did like Riri Williams, but I have been gambling on this. I sure as hell thought James Rhodes would be the new Iron Man. It made perfect sense to me. This issue isn't going anywhere, sadly. I could be wrong about it. Yeah.
So the John Byrne thing, by the way, everyone gives Chris Claremont all the credit for reviving X-Men. If John Byrne wouldn't have come along, I don't think X-Men would have ever escalated to the point where it went again. He really took that book to a new level.
He did, but Claremont still gets the credit because think about it, that the X-Men run ended in, it went into reprints after 66 or 67. I'm just going on my memory. Went on for about almost 2 years, if I remember correctly, and then Claremont revived it with Giant Size X-Men 1. And I bring up the analogy that, Defenders was a great, the most powerful team in Marvel history. But after issue maybe 20, when Englehart ended the run, and then Len Wein, and I think who else wrote it, it went totally downhill. Bad writing. Steve Gerber was one of the worst to write that and went to the wayside. But if you'd had someone like Chris Claremont revive that series, that Defenders would not be a defunct series as it is today. We'd be thinking about X-Men the way we think Defenders. There would be no Giant Size X-Men in. There would be no Colossus Storm or Nightcrawler. It would just be this old defunct, kind of like the old Champions. It would just.
I give Claremont 75% of the credit, but like I said, they really didn't kick off again until him and Byrne started working together.
I think that's fair.
That's when that series really started to find its rhythm. So,
yeah, no, it was a combination of good writers and good artists.
And the only
did John Byrne write, or did he just do art?
Because he wanted to do Fantastic Four.
I think, Dustin, he did both. He had a hand in writing. Okay. Now, I've heard this, I don't want to spread rumors, but I heard more than once he's kind of a dick. But he's a very talented man. But yeah, I think he did both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One underrated series right now is the Silver Age Daredevil.
Yeah.
Very underrated.
I got to ask Dan. I know she wasn't there at the very beginning, but you got to include Valkyrie in your Defenders.
Yes, absolutely, and that would be Defenders 4 when that's the actual Brunhilde Valkyrie. In fact, damn it, I was just looking at this today. She's a complex character.
Yeah,
I love this as well.
Yeah, because her first appearance was actually in one of those three that was the crossover run.
83 Avengers.
Yeah, between Namor, Hulk, and Surfer.
I'm just looking at it. I hate when I lose stuff. Where are you? Yeah, that was the. Here it is. And I loved this cover. This is when she actually gains her actual powers. Pardon me, this is Defenders 109. And I love this cover. She gets it back from the Enchantress, yeah. So she goes from Brunhilde, which was Barbara Norris.
Yep.
That body in Defenders 4. She has to wait all the way to this issue before she gets her actual Asgardian body back, which is immortal, obviously, in this issue. Great story. God, who is this? Ron Perlman. Perlman. He did the artwork on it, but damn it! See all these great books I want to buy and have no money. It sucks.
Are you too old to be a gigolo?
That's the mindset that always leads me down a path of finding books that nobody
It's California, dude. There's always somebody.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think my wife would allow that. I thought about it because I could probably make some money, but no. Yeah, she could rent me out, I guess, on the weekends. No, I don't think that'll work. I'm not gonna. I don't think I'll run it by her either. So. Hey, listen, guys. I'm gonna have to call it because I have to get up tomorrow, and I teach martial arts on Saturday morning. So.
I'm probably gonna end the live anyway.
Okay.
But I mean, if people want to jump on who are like filling in the chat, I want to leave it open as talking and stuff. But,
okay.
I do appreciate everybody jumping on, hanging out.
Yeah, man, it's fun.
Random talks. Like I said, this used to be always all the thing. It used to go for hours longer than this. This is 2 hours 30 minutes. They used to do this for like 6, 7, 8 hours, man. It's crazy.
Trust me, Russell, there's plenty of things to talk about. I could be on for hours and hours and hours.
Oh yeah. Just get
like
that. We start talking
Kingdom.
We start talking about CGC, CBCS, buying books, selling books, man. You could be on here talking forever. But yeah, in the live, Biggie, you already have the link if you want to come on and just shoot the shit while some of us are still here. Dan, I appreciate you.
Russell, it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah, you can if y'all want to say some final thoughts or shout outs, there's no problem. It's not really a formal thing. So
no, you'll see me lose on the hunt, and then you'll see me with my buddy every other Monday on the In Hood Rat Show.
Yeah, so we're not going to be this Monday since we did the show this past Monday, so it'll be 2 more weeks.
And we're on an hour earlier.
Yeah, that's gonna be so much better. Cause I being in Central Time. Oh my God, I'll be so dead towards the end of that show.
Yeah.
But it's always great in the beginning, and then by the end, I'm like falling asleep.
Yeah.
But yeah, appreciate everybody hanging out, man. Definitely sub up everybody. Dustin, they do a lot of stuff. They, if they post something on Instagram, don't get your panties in the bunch. He's just the face. He's just the face. He doesn't control any. He barely controls his comic book chiropractic Instagram.
That's right. Y'all go take all them feelings to my little brother.
But definitely check him out for pressing and cleaning. I've been very impressed. I think he's getting better and better and better. So definitely, and he's if you go submit to CGC, he's really relatively close to shipping. So it takes like two days, I would say, when he ships stuff to CGC. So now depending on them opening it, that's on CGC. It might take them 4 weeks. So,
yeah.
He's getting my next batch.
Yeah. So, definitely check him out. And Jeff does his coin show, his unboxing. So definitely sub up Jeff. And whenever he pops up on an auction, you might want to keep your eyes peeled because you never know what he pulls out to sell. Because Yeah, he's one of those people that tends to make you spend your money.
Yeah.
I'm a crazy
Because-
boy.
Yeah, because I didn't want to spend any money on the auction. I spent money because I was kind of nervous about my Bloodstone hitting the 9.8. Now I'll be kind of happy if it does, and I'll have two of them. So,
Look,
Then you wanna-
Jeff had me last year or the year before. I had my phone playing a live stream while I was in the shower, so I could hear it. And he put up that second print Turtle 7. I had to jump out the shower, busted my ass on the floor, and I'm laying there on my back, trying to win this book from this man.
I remember
Because
that.
I knew Russell was going to take it from me if I didn't get it.
I'm not sure I should thank you for that image, Dustin, but you know.
Then what was the book your brother wanted, and you had to jump up out of somewhere and call him?
Oh yeah. Those Star Wars books. Yep.
Yeah.
I still got that Turtle 7 though, man. I love that book.
There you
great.
go.
but I was bidding against you on that one.
No, you kept threatening to because you didn't know if it was higher grade than yours.
Oh, okay, I didn't right because I think I had 2 copies at that time too. So I was like,
Yeah.
I don't need a third copy. Sometimes I try to stay away from because if I got 2 copies, I don't want to get a third. But I'm gonna end this. Appreciate everybody stopping through. You know, if you guys want to hang out while we're hanging out, just hit me up on IG. I'll shoot you the link. But thank you, Dan. You have a good martial arts. Don't beat any little kids up.
But that's the fun. That's the fun of it.
But I appreciate everybody. Peace out.
All right. See you guys.
Later.